Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bliss and today we'll be playing Prison Architect. As everyone has probably already seen from the previous Minecraft episode, Prison Architect has won the vote. So we are currently here ready to build our first state-of-the-art prisoner facility. So, I have no idea on how long this series is going to last. We should probably set ourselves a goal, I assume. I actually don't know. Maybe we should build a bigger facility. Maybe have a yeah, no, I have no idea. So let's just get into this. And before we even start doing absolutely any building at all, I'm going to lay out a quick plan because I hate working without a plan. So I'm gonna draw up a quick plan because you know what they say: measure twice and cut once. Please ignore the storm currently raging outside. I'll try and tone down the sound of it. But if you can hear it, I apologize. Let's just I'm going to draw up that plan, and I'm going to get back to everyone. And there we go. All our plans have been, well, planned out. Yeah, we're currently playing on the very large map that you can actually start with, because I really dislike having the tiniest maps. So I've already dabbled with the game a little bit, so I know a few things. So I know, first of all, we're going to intake and we're going to close off our prison to new prisoners because we want to get things set up. We want to get the basics ready so that we don't have a riot from day one. I'm also going to head over to the grants so that we can get some extra money in our hands and also get some things done. We're going to go for a basic detention center and an administration center, which will help us get the basics up and running. So if we just unpause the game, we can actually probably read the CEO's letter, which is probably not important. So we need to get things up. We just need to wait for our workers to arrive. So this is going to be the first part of our building. Should I put it here? I mean, this is going to be our office area. Well, not this part, of course. Or this part. Well, I'm probably assuming everyone's probably already confused to what most of this planning is. We'll slowly get our way over to all of it. That's wrong. We should do about that. And probably add a door to this. But why do I get the feeling that's too small? It's probably because it is. Just do that. We're going to need some doors in there. And we're going to need a large jail door. There and there. Alright, so while they're building away at all of that... they've completed the indoor piece, and we seem to have some glitches going on here. That'll probably disappear with time. So let's just do some of the interior walls over here. So I'm not going to be decorating, per se, right now. What is going on? That's so weird. Okay, it seems to have stopped. Nope, never mind. It's still going. Not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. Maybe I can. Let's see. I don't think any of that's going to help us. Let's just move past it for now. Let's pretend it's not there. It's the best. That's what I'm going to do. Let's just pretend that it's not there. So if we look at our list of things that we need for a basic detention center, a holding cell, a shower, yard, kitchen, canteen, 2 guards, 2 cooks. Alright. Well, I'm gonna start off with a reception area. Because this may be a prison, but that doesn't mean we can't have a reception for the prisoners to go to before they get sent off to the rest of the prison. After that, we need holding cells, and as luck would have it, we have 2 spots for holding cells on either side, and they probably need some jail doors. So let's grab ourselves some jail doors. Put those in. Now we also need a couple of offices to get things done, but we're going to be focusing on the basic detention center first. So next off we need a kitchen and a canteen, which is right here. And that of course requires an entrance, which is going to be in the form of a staff door. And I forgot an important piece. Forgot to add the door here, and also make that a top priority. We just need one little dude that's coming over to finish this big building piece. Come on, dude. There we go, thank you. Now this part is finished. And the screen freaking out as well. There we go. And we also need 2 more doors. One to go in there, and one to go in there. And I just hope they're going to be opening in the correct directions. So while we wait for our people to get here to build this, we can designate this as kitchen. And this for our canteen. Now those 2 words have just merged into one. Oh well. And we should also place in the doors which the prisoners will be coming in, which is going to be here. Reset that door, and here. So the kitchen and canteen is going to be going. So next we need the cooker. Need about 2 of those. Need about 2 fridges. Maybe a sink. And a bin. Well, there's not going to be any prisoners here right now, so we're not going to pay too much attention to these small details. We're just going to make sure that that the requirements of the room are met for the time being, until we actually get people in here. Hence why I'm not putting in lights as yet. We're just getting the basic detention stuff up and going. And then we can focus on the finer details a little bit later. Okay, is that done? There's the next one done. Right, now, so the next part, this is where it's going to start getting a bit more tricky. Because in order to finish this one off, especially for building the yard, which is going to be going over here, we need to finish off this piece of the prison. So we're going to have to finish administration center first, before we get to any of that. So it requires us to continue building this part. And I think I'm just going to go straight and do all of that. Then also demolish this wall. And that wall. And also that wall. Then we also need to add in some staff doors to prevent anyone from going in here. And then we need to let them get on with their building. There and there. Up, up, oh jeez. Can someone bring in that door, please? That man's stuck. Our man Stan has gotten stuck. He's stuck in a room that's going absolutely nowhere. You, sir. What's your name? Jace. Please install that door. Oh wait, hold on. Someone's coming with the door. Hold on, Stan. A friend is approaching with the door. There we go. You've been freed. Did I miss a couple of pieces? No, I didn't. I couldn't have. My workmen are just being lazy. Right, so our office area is nearing completion. There's just a few more walls that need to be put in. And while they're doing that, we're going to designate them as offices. So those two are going to be an office. These three are going to be an office. Now, this is going to be a staff room, because the staff also need somewhere to relax a bit. And this is going to be the staff canteen. And we also need somewhere to store all our things that we are not using, so we're just going to have a nice big storage room, which also requires a door that goes to the outside. I just realized. There we go. That's got a nice door that goes to the outside. We need 2 offices ready to run. So we're just going to put these in. Nice and simple. Nothing very special about them. They're just going to be 2 standard offices that look very similar to one another. There's going to be absolutely nothing special about them. Alright, there we go. The offices have been placed in. So now we can get our warden and research finance. And we should also probably get security after that. And micromanagement and prison policy. Since those are going to be some very important things to get our hands on very quickly. So, while we wait for him to do the things that he needs to do, we are going to need to finish off these holding cells. And they just require a toilet and some benches. So, we're just going to put in 2 benches right there. And 1 toilet. Yeah, 1 toilet's fine. And we shouldn't forget to do the same on the other side. There we go. Nothing extreme, nothing special. And we should also probably start thinking of hooking up power. Because that is something important we should not forget. Right, while they're building that away, we also need to put some staff doors in here. Alright, so if we head into utilities, we should find our power. Now we need to place that right there. Now, standardly, it would be a very bad idea to put these 2 things in the same room. But in this case, this is Prison Architect, and it's not going to cause that much of an issue. We're also going to put in a power switch right here, so that we can control whether this thing's on or off. Have power going right into that. And also, just for safety's sake, even though it's not necessary, just put a bunch of drains around this thing. There we go. We've got water. Now we just need to wait for finance to finish. Well, while we're waiting for finance to finish, we can always just put in some nice lighting. Oh, hold on. Finance is finished. So we can now get an accountant, which is going to cause our balance probably to go below 0 after this. Oh no, not yet. But we can get our next grant, which is probably going to be a staff wellbeing initiative. Yes, staff wellbeing initiative. So that we can make sure that our staff is well cared for. They need a wide sofa. Alright, they'll get a wide sofa. There we go, they got a wide sofa and a drink machine. There we go. Wide sofa and a drink machine. Now, while that's busy, let's wire up the wiring. So we've got light where we need it. Security is nearly done. Now, I'm actually waiting for security to finish so that I can designate this as a staff canteen. But I also need to hire 5 guards and 2 cooks. So, 2 cooks, 5 guards. There we go. That grant is complete. Now, what are we going to take next? Probably the inmate health and well-being. But we also need a guard. No, we have guards. We need a shower and a yard. That's going to be tough. Alright. Since we don't have prisoners yet, and we won't be having any for a while, I'm going to do something a little bit sneaky to get past that grant. And I'm just going to do that to keep that yard safe. We're not even going to use it. We're just building some fences around it to get the grant out of the way. Because I'm after the grant that comes after the basic detention center. No? That didn't work? How about if I lock that shut? No. Of course it's not going to work. Oh wait, it did. Never mind. It worked. What we need next? Just a shower. Which is probably one of the easiest things that I can make. Let's just cheese that a little bit. Give it a shower head. Now this is not supposed to be a shower. This is just me getting past the grant. There we go. And now we get cell block A, which means we have to raise our prisoner capacity to 15, but we're going to do more than just raising it past that. Because we're going to build our first prisoner block. So we're going to start by making that a large grey jail cell. And also remove the shower because it's pointless. Dismantle that because we could use that. And now we just need to wait for our workmen to finish building this prisoner cell. Well, there are 2 prisoner cells, and each of them can house 50 prisoners. So we'll be able to house 100 minimum security prisoners here. Alright, we've got our extra grant. So what are we going to be spending our extra grant on? Let's see. Is it going to be visitation rights? It doesn't give us much. But to be honest, nor do the rest. But the rest do require us to make much more harsh things to do. So I think visitation rights is the best we can go with right now. Just to give that extra little bit of money to us. After we've had some more money coming in. Because after this first cell block grant has been completed, we'll get another cell grant that will give us more. So I think the next one will ask us to go all the way up to 50 prisoners. Yeah. But it will also give us 30,000, 10,000 in advance. But that's more than enough to push us all the way through to the amount that we need. So let's get all these in. Oh, hello, grant's completed. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Now, we could go for cell block C if we really wanted that extra income. But I think we should instead go for visitation rights next. We should get that out of the way. Now for that, we need to build a visitation room. And I plan to have the visitation room right here. So, if I go to this is going to be a staff door. This is going to be the visitor door. We're going to have a large grey door over here. And also over here. Should we put one here? Is that really necessary? No, that's not really necessary. Alright, now that that's in, we just need to put in the walls and also mark it in as visitation. Now, let's see, where are the visitors tables? Here they are. Let's have them nice and spread out. How spread out can we get them? And get them nice and spread out. But I also don't want them to be too close to the door. Because I want metal detectors there, because this is going to be one of the hotspots for contraband. Especially for smuggling things in. So we want to make sure that we catch it here and stop it from going anywhere else. As best we can, of course. And we also on the list is a common room, which is going to be way up here. Official name. And also, if I remember correctly, we need to add a pool table, which we can place there for convenience. We need to add at least 2 TVs. Now, personally, I wouldn't have 2 TVs in the same room, because that just feels like trouble. But the game requires us to do so, so let's do that. There we go, put some couches in there. And since this is also going to be the place where the psychologist will handle with prisoners, we're also going to put in some chairs for them to seat themselves on. And also, we need to add how many phone booths? At 5, okay. So we can add 5 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so there's 5 in there now. Which technically means that that's been completed. Next up, medical. Which I'm probably sure we have to research first. Yes. Alright, so the medical ward is technically already built. And I don't remember where the doors have to be. Because I can't see the doors, of course, because the planning has decided to bug out. So I'm just going to have to guess. And I'm just going to put them there. Oh, and I forgot a specific wall. This has to be walled off. Because that's going to be where the morgue is going to go. common room is done, mostly. Right, so medical's on its way. Prison maintenance. Let's see. Now these are all going to start slowly becoming more expensive, especially on my cash flow. So we have to start working very carefully now. Okay, so we're going to go for prison maintenance. And we're going to go for that one. So that we can start getting in laundry and also the cleaning cupboard. Because those are going to be next in line. Because we need to fill these gaps up quickly before we put in the final cell block. So this is where laundry is going to go. And while I'm at it, I might as well finish the rest of this. Just need to get rid of these walls. Alright, so we've officially run low on money. But luckily we've only got 2 grants active right now. So we can actually go for this grant and slowly work on it. But nevertheless, I think that our basics have been set up. And that we will be ready to move in for the next episode to start taking in prisoners. So I really hope you enjoyed today's episode of our newly added series. I really hope it'll be staying for a while, because we've got quite a journey ahead of us in this game. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please do hit the like button, and if you do want to see more, please consider subscribing. But I'll see everyone in the next episode.